Bro, can we just take a moment to acknowledge how freaking wonky and crazy this darn Solaris, Return to Solaris, whatever the hell its called event was, dude, where it feels like you're like on an acid trip or something like that. And you're just like tripping out and going over everything. The second coming of Solaris Ultra. This was a complete and ridiculously utter crazy event with so much wildness in it. I just wanted to, ask y'all, are y'all feeling the same way? It's kind of funny because Kuro Games always does a really good job at just kind of creating different ways to play, different ways to really engage into the game. And honestly speaking, this one really kind of blew my mind because it's just like, bro, what is even going on in this thing? You got all sorts of crazy stuff happening. You feel like you're trapped in the Matrix, or you got lost in some weird wonky world of Roblox, or someone just transported you to a Minecraft realm and it was like a modded server where everything is, made out of jello and you have to just fly around on a magical peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels completely wonky in this whole event, and I think it's absolutely hilarious because adding stuff like this really just kind of adds this little extra layer to the game. We're just kind of like, bro, what in the actual F? But, this is kind of fun. But first, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. So in this event, you're pretty much like running around, walking around, helping this guy like fix a whole bunch of stuff in the Solaris realm world. Kind of like, we had the Bowser event for the little anniversary thing. That was Solaris as well. But pretty much just this wonky little area where you're walking around and you're fixing things, you're helping this guy fix things. And it's just, bro, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense of whatsoever what's going on. But there's some really crazy stuff that's happening in here. So, we went over it and we were just kind of enjoying it. But you can see here, like, you have some crazy stuff like this right here, where you have all these snowmen packed on top and you have an option of fixing it. Or, you know what? Let's go above and beyond and let's make it, super tall. So you can do that. And then you look here, now it's all super tall. You can climb up it. You go all the way to the top right there. And this whole thing is just an assortment of just like wacky, wonky stuff going on inside the freaking Matrix that has you like, bro, what is even happening right now? What's going on? Did I just take some bad freaking mushrooms or something like that? Like, am I tripping? Did someone take over my imagination, take over my mind and start doing things? And now all of a sudden I'm locked inside this colorful, imaginatory freaking realm of craziness. Or maybe I just got transformed into or transported into some magical world of Harry Potter or something, and all these creatures are flying around and everything's wonky and everything's upside down and everything's just going wild. That's how it feels like, dude. That's how this whole thing freaking feels like, and it's absolutely hilarious. Pretty much you can go in here and like you can choose to be like, okay, we're gonna change this, we're gonna fix this. So you have an option of fixing stuff or changing stuff, making stuff progressively worse, and it's really funny. Honestly, it feels like the Big Lebowski did. It's like, I just dropped in to check on the condition I'm in. I can't remember the exact words of that song, but if you know, the Big Lebowski. Like, you have this one here, like these guys right here. This is the boss, scolding the employee. You could choose, oh, you know what? We can choose to flip this. You get revenge. Now we have the employee scolding the boss, right? Like, this whole thing is just wonky as all freaking booty cheeks, dude. It makes no freaking sense as to why it's as wonky as it is, but we enjoy it nonetheless. You can even get this tub flying around. You're gonna free the tub. You see it says here, set it free, unchain, unbound. You can set the tub free. Now the tub's literally just flying around. What is going on right here? What is this game? It's really hilarious though, because it really, it impresses me that Kuro Games does stuff like this. Like, the event doesn't really serve any purpose, but at the same time, you don't get that feeling of, man, this is just a freaking filler event. Don't feel like I'm doing anything here. Why am I wasting my time with it? It's just like a real quick leisure event that really just makes you laugh. Like, it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of like, you're just like, bro, what is even happening right now? Look at these guys going crazy over here. They're having a freaking pizza party. You got this little mob over here clipping into the ground. Why is it clipping into the ground? What can we do? Let's turn it into a ride. Let's turn it into a ride. Now it's just going crazy up and down, up and down, up and down. But wait, we can actually ride it. We can turn it into a ride. Look at that. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Bro, what is this? What in the world is happening in this game right now? It's super hilarious. And I just really want to show some attention, bring some love to this because it's absolutely hilarious. And I think that everyone should acknowledge that Kuro Games does a phenomenal job at really just creating different experiences and really just creating an enjoyable experience that you never quite know what's coming next. In a lot of games like Genshin or whatnot, you can kind of expect what's coming, right? A lot of times you have events in there, more or less similar type of events. They operate in a similar manner or something of the sort. So it's not really anything too like out of the norm or out of the, like really catches you off guard, right? It usually takes a very long time till we see an event that really stands out from the rest of them. Whereas like in Wuthering Waves, you see this like every update. You see them just like somehow pop up an event, pop up some new way of playing the game that is completely new to the entire thing. I don't know if y'all just saw that right there, but this fish literally we let the fish fly, and it just goes up, and it just goes up, and it keeps going 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 up. You see a little speck right there, and it's gone. Like, this is absolutely hilarious, dude. Like, it makes no sense, no reason for them to put something like this, but it's absolutely hilarious how it works. You have this guy right here, this fish. If you get closer, it goes down, and if you get further, it goes up. So, like, let's see, like, you see, it extends up the further away I get, but if I get closer to it, it goes down. What is even happening right now? What is even happening right now? They got this big guy's glitching out. And it's like, you know what? No, let's let him fully glitch out. Let's let him go hams. Look at that. Let's let him go hams. This whole thing, like, bro, you have these kitty cats over here that are spinning. They're spinning, bro. They said, so the question is, what happens if you scrap the unbuttered slice of bread to a cat's back? Because they're saying that there's like some legend where if you put some bread on a cat's back, it makes it like it does something to the gravity. So that's the whole thing about this cat. And so you just like, you know what? Well, let's put it on all the cats. Now they're all going crazy. Bro, what is going on in this game? What is literally going on in this game? Nonetheless, y'all, I just really wanted to show some love to this event. I want to know which y'all's favorite one was. If y'all enjoyed this event, you know, this is pretty hilarious. But how did y'all view this event? Did y'all enjoy it? How are you liking the devs, you know, coming at it? I saw some different, you know, I don't usually watch the live streams, but I usually skim through them, and I did see some even more new ways to play the game in that live stream. Like I said, to skim through it, but I saw some very interesting stuff in there that was very, very new of ways to play it. There's any event coming up, so that was pretty cool. But how do y'all feel about the job that they're doing for games in regards to like these different types of ways to play and all the above there? How y'all feel about it? Let me know down in the comments below. I just wanted to show this some love. Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Much love. Holla. Spike content.